there's a lot to get done before this next drift event on the 240. So let's go over to this really quick and then we'll get to it. So on the 240, we've already done the seat. We'll mark that with green because that's money. The idler control valve, which is this hose right here. You can see that. It's all kinked and bound up. I think it's part of my issue. If not, then whatever. I've got a process that's working. We need to weld the rear diff. I've got the valence plates for those, so we'll pop the cover out really quick and do that. We need to change the oil after that last event. Fill it with diff fluid, obviously. Swap wheels. So on the rear wheels, they're obviously pretty gone. These front wheels, they have a little bit of meat left on them, so I'm going to put those on the back for now. And I'm going to put these on the front. They're beautiful, but they have quite a bit of tread, so that's all I'm looking for. Then, once we do that, I need to change the fuel filter because that fuel is still not great in there, and I think it's plugging up the one that I put in. There's about 50 miles or so on it. And also, at some point, these all don't have to be in order. I need to find the oil leak that is happening. It's somewhere, I think around the front of the engine. I don't know if it's the front main seal or if it's like an oil pan gasket or whatever. It was leaking out of here, out of the power steering. I tightened that down. It's no longer leaking. All that you see down there is just residual oil. And then down at the bottom of the block, you can see it's quite wet. It wasn't like that when I put it in. But the drift event is in 2 days, so I'm going to try and get this mostly all done today. It is noon, but I don't think I will be able to. Who knows? Let's start knocking some stuff out. I just turned through this wheel on, so we're just going to do a fitment check. The rule of thumb is you shouldn't be able to fit your foot between the fender and the tire. Oh yeah. It's a little snug, but I think it'll work. So we'll eventually probably just put this on drop spindles and maybe some coilovers. I want to try and help with the roll center for this car, but it works for now. Let's look at this rear end real quick. I have some concerns. That is not good. Hopefully, oh, my glasses. Oh, it's getting everywhere. Spraying those bottom ones not doing anything. I just realized they're caps. But I hope they just don't round. Who knows? I'll try and break them free first. And then we'll go from there. If I can get the 4 of them, I'll drain it, and then we will pull the 2 front ones. And the axles, we can go pull it and weld it. Another thing I was looking at while I was down here, look at that frame. This is a clean one owner, if you can't tell. Can't see that one. Also, these rear subframe bushings, they're all ripped and torn. We'll keep working at it. Also, I went and looked at the oil leak. It for sure is leaking out the front main seal, as well as the oil pan. Let's see, where is it? Yes, I don't know if you can see it, but right there it looks like they just gooped a whole bunch of RTV on this thing and hoped it wouldn't leak, but it does. Something's leaking back here. I don't know if it's part of the oil pan. I don't know. 240 problems. Well, I probably should replace these if I get them off, but I'm worried I'm not even going to get them off. I don't even know what size they are either. Hey, they're that size. That size is at 17. It's bad. If they don't come off, we will just check to see if it has any fluid in it or not, and then we'll go from there. Oh. Holy crap. No way. Alright, it's going too smooth. And just like that, the camera died. So, due to my quick reaction skills, we got you swapped out with another one for now. There is about half left on there. I don't know if it's going to make it, but surprising enough, they are coming free. Maybe I spoke too soon. Hey. I am impressed. Really impressed, actually. Let me grab a 17 ratchet. Wrong way. Wrong way. I think it can just come off now. What? Oh man, what's gonna go wrong then? Nothing ever goes this good. You ever cut yourself and not know it? Yeah, happens a lot. Alright, so now that I think about it, I'm actually going to take these axle nuts off first before, not that it matters, I could do either or, but so go ahead and just grab your finest wrench. Looks like that's a 13. It doesn't fit, which is good, it's not supposed to fit, so we'll just go ahead and grab a 12. Yeah, there's a 12. There we go. See, and that one's supposed to fit, so we know that's right. Good. And just go ahead and break all these free. I just try and pop these all out. All those guys. So, let's try and break this loose. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, ooh, I present you there's a little bit of metal on there. Stinky. See all that gray. It's actually not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Considering that this rear end probably has 200 or so thousand miles on it. It's out. Yeah, undoing this definitely helped out a lot. I dropped it right down enough to get it in, so it was good, but I don't think that's ever been changed. It smells something awful. Death. Death is the first thing and only thing that comes to mind. I've cleaned it a few times with a couple cans of brake cleaner actually, and it is just, it's not good. But alright, I'm gonna set it up and weld the plates in. Usually they tell you want to try and do it with like a MIG welder or something. I have the TIG welder, but I think I'm actually going to just arc weld it in place and then just clean up the slag as good as I can and then send it. It's good enough. This diff is not very well taken care of anyways, so if it doesn't last, oh well, who cares. Alright, to show you guys what's actually going to be going into that little spot, I bought these pre-cut pieces that go in there and weld in. So we'll just get it up nice and flat, just burn a nice bead in there. Okay, so we got the diff all welded up. I'm just actually in the process of cleaning it out. There's a bunch of slag from me arc welding it, but I want to, I don't know how well you can see all that down in there. There's a bunch of metal. Arc welding causes a lot of splatter, so I'm going to actually, there's a big piece down over there. Just clean it with brake cleaner. I've already gone through a couple cans. Get it all flushed out, and I'll scrape the seal and put some new RTV on that and put it back in, and we'll be on the way. Alright, that took me a few hours to clean, but we got it. So it calls for a quart and a half. Yes, quart and a half of gear fluid. So I'm just going to fill it up now while I have it open. And I'm only going to run this for this event, and then I'll change it out again. Just because it was so hard to clean. I'm sure I missed some stuff, so we'll run it, change it. Ooh, I'm going to have to dump this, or tip this up more. Really get it up there. It's close. Does it smell? Yes, it does. It smells a little bit. Oh. Alright, well, let me readjust this so I can get this other half a quart in here, and then we'll get it sealed off. And alright, well, there it is. All I have to do is stick it back in the car now, and it should be perfect. Hopefully it doesn't fight me too bad going in. It came out pretty easy once I got everything all out and out of the way. So that went in a lot easier than it came out, which is surprising. Usually that doesn't happen. So I still need to tighten down all the bolts, but it's in there. I just put 2 on each side. But I'll be dipped. Let's hurry and slam the rest of this together and let's go for a ride. We're diffulated in here. I'm sure that's a word. If not, trademark. But it's all mounted up. I just need to change the oil real quick. If this thing rod knocks soon, I would not be surprised. I don't know how well you can see the metal in there, but there's definitely something in it. It's fine. Just pretend we didn't see that and send it. I already got everything done, so I'm ready to start it and I'm going to test it. But I just opened the garage door and I have not been outside or looked outside in a few hours. I can't even get out of my driveway because of the slope over here. So we'll just start this on the lift, and I know it's gonna go, but just, I guess, test it. can't get out and test it, so I guess let's do a snow burnout. Does that sound good?